Canada and US set to come out. Elena Olsen will lead the US side out. Rugby Canada, the silver medalist in the 2024 Paris Olympics. In the US, as you well know if you're watching and following us today, the bronze medalist and first ever medal in sevens rugby for the United States. Here they come. Final match of the day. Olsen and Ramsey, two of the members that were on the squad that are here today. Some new faces as well. New faces for the Canadian side as well. We'll have Kat Roach. She'll be our lead referee here for this match. And let's now listen in to the national anthems of these two proud nations.
Your hats for the singing of the Canadian and U.S. national anthems. Performed today by Kira Smith-Davis.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air came proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
What a powerful moment. That was Autumn Siplicki, who's part of the Army's world-class athlete program, a sergeant. I am joined now by Spiff Cedric in the booth, so a little role change for you. You get out of the rain.
Yeah, just in time.
And you get to watch a rival nation that's it's been a long time rival of the United States in every sport, certainly in rugby.
Yeah, best seat in the house I got right here, so really excited to see the girls take a hit out on it.
Well, there are a lot of familiar faces to those that watch the Olympics. You see the list there of these two rosters, and Canada missing those two at the bottom of the screen. They are playing, I beg your pardon. They're 14 playing for Canada. So a thought on what the U.S. has here and what the Canadian side has here, Spiff.
Yeah, I mean, I think with Canada's team, they did bring 14. Our team traveled a little bit light. We got quite a couple injuries at home, but really excited to see what these girls have to bring. We got quite a few new faces, so that'll be exciting. They're really trying to make their case for why they should be selected for the upcoming HSBC World 7 Series with Dubai and Cape Town coming up next month.
Yeah, and Dallin and I were talking about that in the men's side. There were 5 or 6 players that you can say, you know what, this guy, he's going to be around, and we'll see here on the women's side, to your point, who stands out in that regard. The rain coming down a little heavier. It's fitting, right? I mean, it's fitting. The U.S. playing Canada.
Yeah, especially in the Pacific Northwest. Like,
right?
This is what we expected.
Yep, it's been that way all day. Canada's got possession of it now. Played on to Nicholas. Now she moves it on. Here comes Canada inside of the 22, getting over there with some good speed to take her down is Kaylin Thomas. She was impressive in the last match for the U.S. women. Good job there by Canet trying to drag down the ball carrier. And there's a great finish there. Excellent tackle there. But Canada, they're quick to it. Inside of the 5 they go. And Kat Roach with the whistle, not rolling away. And quickly going in is Canada. Asia Hogan Rochester. The one that put that one down for Canada.
Yeah, it looks like Canada's really got the foot on the pedal. Here we see them pressing really hard, picking around the breakdown. USA not ready at the pillar. Good cleanup tackles. They're really scattering though, and Canada just takes advantage of that, especially with that penalty right in front.
And the conversion right in front. You know a thing or two about that. Chip shot there, and it's 7-0 Canada. Well, as I mentioned, Spiff's won the, I suppose, I wouldn't say it's a battle, but she's won Dallin Stanford because now she's up here with me and Dry. You're down there in the rain. What's going on down there, my friend?
Well, I'll tell you what, Spiff, you need to come down here. People want some autographs. They want to see the medal. No, it's amazing to see the game played in the rain. These players are doing, obviously, their best as they can in these conditions.
Awesome stuff. Dallin will have our post-game festivities down there as well. Some interviews and a whole lot more once the match ends here. We've played just over 2 minutes here. Canada, the early lead, 7-0. They pull it out, get it free. Logan played it outside. Norston's out there. She had a big match earlier today with a couple of tries. Kat Roach with the call, not releasing in time on Canada. The Americans quickly on it. Into the hands now of Thomas. Thomas trying to turn the corner, and Thomas goes, and she's dragged down. Great tackle by Hogan Rochester, and now Tolliver. She had a massive match in the last one. Penalty call there, you hear and see from Kat Roach.
Scrum.
How good was Tolliver in that last match?
Oh my goodness, I think I jinxed them a little bit because I spoke at halftime and they wanted to shut down Nia. Of course, we have X-Factor players like Kaylin Thomas, really young, coming onto the scene. Nia Tolliver there in support. She's got a huge fend, very hard to tackle. She shows that there.
Good luck.
Yeah. I'm happy she's on my team.
Exactly, I was just going to say. Here's a scrum now for the U.S. Looking to get the match level here in a favorable attacking position. Canet, she's got Tolliver right in the middle, plays it on to Nia. Nia trying to break through. Can't do it that time. To ground it goes.
Back.
Canada coming up with a turnover. Hogan Rochester had it. Spun free by Canada. Into the hands, though, and mishandled by Norston.
Yeah, unfortunate error there. Just the conditions out there, very slippery. Carissa Norston, the rookie of the year, especially my pick. She's been an excellent player. I had the pleasure of playing with her in PR7s last year with the Loonies. It was an amazing experience. She's definitely one to watch, up-and-coming player for sure.
And that's a great point. Not only do you have the international connections, but you have that as well of playing in this league, in these tournaments the last now 4 years.
Yeah, it's been amazing to get to intermingle with all the girls from other countries.
Elena Olsen played it out. Canada's right there. Olsen to it again. Got a chance here, got help there, but ball carrier Strastis taking the ground. Now work to the back here by the U.S. And that one just That's a factor of the water and the wetness, right?
Yeah, definitely. We don't see errors like that from Kayla Kennett often. She's one of the best handlers on our team, so we know that the conditions out there are very wet and slippery.
Norston has it now, trying to get free, breaks a tackle initially, but then goes to ground there as Kaylin Thomas got to her there. Nifty little ball, Canada trying for the break, but Thomas, man, she's been all over in the last 2 matches. Rain continuing to pelt down.
Yeah, this is quite a long phase of play. We're seeing some of the players looking a bit tired, but Canada still pedal on the metal.
A die. Played it back. She had to, or she's tackled into touch by Nia Tolliver. Smart play for the time being. Not releasing in time on the U.S.
Yeah, quite a few changes of possession there, but definitely wanting to slow it down, especially with these long phases. Canada is up by 7. There's no reason to rush it. There's still quite a bit of time left in, of course, the second half.
Just over a minute remaining.
Find that, please. Crouch.
Olympian Piper Logan put in here. 3rd scrum. Logan in and out. She gets to it. In the middle of the park now. Norston. Tolliver trying to track her down. Ball played back. Canada. They're going to get away. They're going to get all the way away. Ramsey trying to make the tackle, and she just could not get enough of the ball carrier there, and it's taken in once again. And another big play turned in there by Hogan Rochester.
This is a pretty common thing that we see with the center, Carissa Norston, and the wing, Asian Hogan Rochester there. Carissa Norston really looking to stretch that connection between the center and the wing. Of course, she's going to want to create a little space for her wing to come through.
Here's a look back at it, Spiff. What'd you see here? What do you see specifically?
Again, just getting defenders to chase. Nia and Carissa, what a matchup for speed. And again, Asia and Aerie, both of them super fast, X-factor players there. Obviously, just getting the defense to move and putting the ball in space.
I mean, Ramsey had a grip twice, but
yeah,
she just couldn't get enough of a step to get in and get enough power on her to take her down to the ground. Picked up here. This is Robinson now. Robinson making a run. Tolliver from behind takes her down. Canada's on top here. 2 converted tries. 14-0. They're sniffing and hunting for more here in the dying seconds here of the first half. Norston, she's slowed up. 2 U.S. players take her down. Played back now a little bit closer to the middle. Logan ran into a teammate there. And there's the whistle from Kat Roach. Penalty call on Canada.
Scrum.
And you heard Kat Roach. We're going to scrum here for the 4th time.
yeah, I think that was a great turnover by Aerie, especially on their back foot. Canada has been bringing the gas all half, and we'll expect to see that in the second half as well. But really what I think America needs to do right now is just kind of get collected on defense and make a wall. A lot of system errors that we're seeing causing them to chase and not be set.
Well, let's see if the U.S. can flip the pitch here, seemingly, with this scrum here. End of the half now. This might help. Tolliver doing what she does. Trucked one, got the ball off outside of the 22. Down to ground it goes. Picked up, taken out of there. That's Olsen. She's wrestled down, lays back. Tolliver. That rain is a factor. She couldn't gather it in, but gets it back, and then it's knocked free. U.S. still with possession here.
Yeah, they're throwing everything with the kitchen sink at it. It's clearly slippery, but the part of that is Canada's playing in just as wet conditions. Another knock on here.
Yep, knock on called, and that is the half, and it's 14-0. The visitors from the north, the Canadians on top. Spiff, what are your biggest thoughts or thought after the opening half?
I mean, there's been no lack of physicality between both of these teams. Again, a lot of these girls really trying to make a campaign for why they should be on the World Series. And I think just the conditions are affecting the U.S. a little bit more. I don't know if Canada may be used to these conditions or not, but definitely going to look to clean that up in the second half.
All right. 2 conversions for Canada on their tries, and Back on top here, 14-0. I mean, when you're playing in weather like this, well, let me get to that in a moment. Let's listen in. Yeah, we're having some issues, obviously, with the rain, and that's what I wanted to ask you. I mean, I know you all play rugby. You're tough. The weather doesn't matter, but how does it change, and what does it change the most when you're playing in conditions like this, Beth?
I mean, you just gotta think about what strategies you're looking to use. A lot of the teams want to do wide passes. When the ball's a little more slick like that, you might want to bring it in a little bit, or take that extra second or step that it takes to make sure you see the ball all the way into your hands. And the amount of push through that you need, especially when it's wet. Now, I saw with the men's team, when we had those steps that they were just slipping straight to ground, you make a tackle as you're doing a drag and drop. You just slide a little further than you might, and it might be away from your support.
Good stuff. Great perspective from you, and you've been in that huddle with your head coach, Emily Bidwell. You've been in this position. How many times have you played Canada in your career? You know off the top of your head?
Oh, I don't know off the top of my head, but I do know my very first try on the World Series was against Canada.
Oh, how sweet is that? Good stuff. So Canada will get it here to begin the second half, and the rain is just coming down, intensifying here in Portland. Tip of the cap to all our camera crew and technical folks that have been out in the elements all day. Can't do it without them. We salute you and say thanks for your work and enduring the weather here with Smith Cedric in the booth. Dallin Stanford pitch side. My name is Ben Holden. Great to have you with us here on the PR7s YouTube channel and internationally and globally on Rugby Pass. Here we go as the kick landed 10 meters, but it landed and bounced into touch.
Bounced over the 10. Right here.
Voice of Cat Roach. Let's hear the voice now at Dallin Stanford.
Yeah, I just spoke to Emily Bidwell, head coach, of course, and she said they got to go through the phases. Her team needs to work the phases to get up the field. They need to trust their game plan as well. Yes, the conditions are pretty terrible, but they need to adapt.
Good stuff. Thanks, Dallin. Into the hands there of Piper Logan. Playing it back now inside. Now coming outside the 22 is Norston. Norston tracked by Ramsey. She's got great wheels. Now the U.S. takes her down to ground. 14-0 Canada on top here. Opening minute here of the second half. Sixth and final match of the day here in this PR7s All-Star weekend. Picked up. Logan wrestled down. Good tackle from Ramsey there with authority. Now picked up, taken away by Arvan Barode. She's finally taken the ground. Logan plays it into the middle a bit there. Great battle for it now. Logan's got it. Got some help out there. Good ball. Good tackle again. Spiff. Kaylin Thomas has been all over.
Absolutely. She is a state wrestling champ, which I think really helps her in the breakdown area. You see how fast she gets up from a tackle to recycle that ball. Didn't get that one on that occasion, but maybe the next one we'll see.
Here we go again. Canada.
Now, if there's one thing about Canada, they are a patient team. They can definitely work the phases, as Emily Bidwell was talking about. They are not pressed to get in the try zone as fast as they can. They'll get there eventually. But absolutely, they are a patient team.
Yeah, they might get there this time. They're a couple of meters away. They get in there. They get it out. Patient with it. Norston there. Slowed up. Wrestled down. Good job there by Alyssa Porter. You talked to her earlier, her debut. Canada to the line, and they get another one down. It is put down in there. A little more than 2 minutes into the second half.
Going down for me?
And that's a double for Asian Hogan Rochester.
I apologize.
Yeah. That's actually the Hattie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, congrats to her. What a shift she has. Looks like she's coming off.
No question about it. She has been dominant, putting her team, her side on top here. 19-0. Make it 21-0 after the conversion kick there from Canada. So what's got to happen here for the U.S. side here in this steady rain to try to chip their way back into this?
I think just exactly what Coach M said, just working the phases, being patient, taking our opportunities when you can, but really just honoring possession of the ball. We got to hang on to it.
Gonna get it now. Potentially. Pops into touch. U.S. will have it here.
Yep. You're on. Yep, step up, step up.
Elena Olsen on the restart and the line out. Spiff, is there anything you can do differently in this rain? I know you talked about playing through it. Is there anything you can do?
I mean, just moving with that much more intention if you can. It's really difficult, obviously, but I'm sure the girls are doing as great as they can.
Great kick there from Elena Olsen. Great job by Porter. Coming down to get that ball. Well, Cicero had it, number 20. Back to Elena Olsen. Now Ramsey trying to turn on those wheels she's got. Takes a look, plays it inside. Siplicki. Good pickup there from the U.S. Well, Cicero down on the turf. She got away from the first would-be tackler, but she won't get free of the second. Elena Olsen. She's forced back about 5 meters and laid back there the ball after the tackle from Isaac. Now the U.S. outside. Here we go. There goes the Jets. They're turned on and activated from Kayla Thomas. Down for the first try for the U.S. in the match.
There are those phases that Emily Badwell was talking about. It wasn't perfect, the handling. Balls hit the ground a couple times, but see how it opens up on the edges for our wings like Kaylin.
She is making her mark today. Here's how it all set up.
Yeah, they had a ruck down in midfield. Ball's a little bit behind due to the weather again, but really just taking advantage of that 2-on-1 against Canada, and Kaylin just being able to open up there.
What a talent. Second try of the day for Thomas. You said she was a wrestling state champ?
She was state wrestling champ.
Wow.
Also was Autumn Zablitsky, and sometimes they go back and forth with it.
That's a skill that can really make you a better rugby player in a hurry, right?
Absolutely. I think that's something that's kind of overlooked with American rugby players is we don't grow up playing this sport. We grow up with cross sports like basketball, soccer, wrestling, volleyball. All of those skills from all those different teams can really come together to make a pretty good rugby player, I'd like to think.
You see a few that played hockey as well, too, right?
Yeah.
Here and there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Lev Kelter was a unbelievable
D1 hockey player, D1 soccer. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Han Humphreys also played hockey at Dartmouth.
Yeah, was a goalie. So the U.S. here, is there enough time, Spiff? It's 21-5 with a minute and a half to go.
You know, I would say nothing's impossible, but they're definitely going to have to work for it, obviously.
Canada the take on the kick from the U.S. Kick ahead, the chase for it. U.S. back there, they don't get it. Back there with the chase there was Soraya Ibarra, but she just could not maintain possession. Now Canada potentially going for a knockout punch here. Leading by 16 here. Just over a minute remaining. This could be a break for the Americans. Out near halfway, Thomas is there. Ball picked up by Canet. Tried to play it outside, and it's mishandled.
Bench over.
Canada, you heard Kat Roach, advantage over. Canada now inside of the U.S. 22. They put it back. That was free.
Offside.
But it was,
Offside.
yep, Kat Roach says offside.
Get back around.
Yeah, just losing a little bit of that discipline at the breakdown. It's hard, especially as time is ticking out, and you want to get some more points on the board, but got to keep possession, and when you don't have possession, can't give them an easy tap.
Fifth scrum here in this match.
Line up, please.
Scotia.
Crouch.
Hold it if it's off.
Bind. Set.
Out of the scrum, the kick from Canada into the hands of Tolliver. Tolliver trying to make something happen here. Time has expired on the clock.
No.
Canet yanked down. Canada, they'll come away and take that ball, and they're going to try and get in again, and they do. It is put down by Brianne Nicholas.
Everything seeming to just go Canada's way this time around. I liked some of those defensive phases that I saw, but USA just having a little bit of trouble maintaining possession. We see a good clear out. We just commit too many numbers to the breakdown. No one's there to take care of the ball. Soraya really giving it her all, but not to be for that one.
And the finish and the dot down, and the conversion off the mark. 26-5, and that's how this one will end as Canada defeats the United States here in the final of 6 matches here today at the PR7s All-Star event. I know you're disappointed. I get it.
Yeah, you know, we would have liked to see a win for our girls, but I know they gave it their all, and they'll have so much to build for this next upcoming HSBC series. A lot of young faces on both sides of the ball, and I think it'll be a great opportunity for them to look back at film and kind of just clean up some details. You know, have a little time to let a little fire under them, see how we end out in Dubai.
You never want to lose, but sometimes you can take an awful lot from a loss, correct?
Of course, yeah, I hear this saying, it's not a loss if you learn from it.
That's hard to accept, though, isn't it?
It is. It's not something that I would probably ever agree with. But I mean, to be fair, like these girls have done quite a bit of training just with each other. It hasn't been a whole lot of time, but they've really given it their all and really worked on their connection and stuff. You know, the rugby skills will come with that. I think that obviously there was conditions with the weather that both teams had to deal with. But, you know, I think the girls can leave today picking their head up. Obviously, Canada will be happy with this performance. Both of them will look to come out even better in Dubai. Certainly,
Tolliver, not in this match so much. The previous match, she was incredibly impressive, kind of going through some of the U.S. players that I thought were eye-opening. Thomas was another one. I mean, both players were, I thought, outstanding in the entire day here in the 3 matches.
Yeah, absolutely. Kaylin Thomas, I mean, it's so nice to have a young player come in. Soraya as well, like both young talent that hopefully will be around for 28 and then as well as the next Olympics. But yeah, we love to get these young players in early without their bad habits, you know, kind of morph them into the American way of playing. And hopefully that can bring us to a gold medal in LA. Yeah,
silver medal side in Canada, bronze medal side in the U.S. met here. And Canada wins on this day 26-5. So that's going to put a wrap on the match. We've still got our awards presentations coming up down on the pitch here at Providence Park in Portland. Dallin Stanford will take part. Let's now go to the public address announcer.
Rugby Sevens All-Star men's and women's players of the tournament. Please direct your attention to the field where USA Rugby CEO Bill Gorin and Premier Rugby Sevens CEO Owen Scannell are joined by today's honorees. Let's find out who they are with Dallin Stanford.
Congratulations to Lucas Lecamp, the men's MVP. Bill Gorin's giving you a nice rose. Lucas, a heck of a performance there. Talk us about how important an event like this is to tee you up for the World Series.
Oh, thank you, Dallin. Yeah, it was great. It's the first sort of real tournament we're going to get before Dubai. So you know how hard Dubai is. So it's great to have this opportunity to come to Portland and just kind of play. So it's great.
Talk about your side as well. You've got some new faces that have come in as well, some very familiar ones. You're now one of the senior players on the team.
Kind of crazy to hear that, but yeah, so you know, we've kind of had a little reshuffle. Simon's come in, observing for this first part of the season, and yeah, new guys come in. It's great to see new faces, to see how these kind of events can feed into the system. So it's been great. Yeah.
Lessons you'll take towards the World Series coming up in Dubai and South Africa.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a lot of lessons to take. I think the most important thing for us is just to try and learn a lot, but also have fun. So that's what we're going to take away from it.
So this is the next cycle, of course, building up to Los Angeles. Your training base is not far in San Diego. How does events like this work up? You've got new players coming to the squad. The future's bright.
Yeah, the future's definitely bright. Even when we came out for warming up, I mean, the stadium was super loud. I didn't expect any of it to happen. So it was great to see all of them there. And then, hopefully in the summer, the PR tournament's going to go on, and then we'll see more guys coming through. And sort of working towards that 28 goal.
Well, congrats. You were superb today. All the best for the World Series coming up. Great to see you here, my friend.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you.
And our next winner, the MVP in the women's competition, Asia Rogan Hochester. Asia, congratulations. Phenomenal performance. Tell us about that. There were some tense performances, tense games.
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you to USA Rugby and PR7s for allowing myself and my teammates to compete here today, and a huge congratulations to the USA Sevens bronze medalists. But yeah, beautiful conditions outside. We're up from up north, so this is stuff that we play in every day. So it's kind of a treat to be able to play this game against the US in this kind of weather. Yeah.
And tell us about some of the younger players coming through. Not everybody has a lot of experience playing at the highest level. An event like this obviously gives you guys that platform to build on the series.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really proud of my teammates. And yeah, there's a lot of fresh new faces, and I just hope all of them are able to enjoy all the moments that are to come. And they might not always be pretty at first, but yeah, it's just all about the build and moments like this and building confidence together.
Well, you certainly did that. Now, the rivalry is fierce, obviously, between your country and the US. You get one over today, but how do you see the future going for the next 4 years?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they have phenomenal standouts as well. Kaylin Thomas, that girl's incredibly fast, and I know she's going to grow an amazing career over the next couple of years. But yeah, I'm just so excited to see those matchups and keep the rivalry alive. But yeah, it's been great.
It's amazing to have you. Congrats again. Amazing performance from you and your team. Look forward to seeing you in the series soon.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dallin. Appreciate it.
Cheers. Thank you, Asia.
Cheers.
Thank you. Congrats.
All right, Dallin, thanks so much. And great to see the awards handed out down on the pitch. And still raining down there, but Spiff Cedric's been up here with me throughout the match, and she avoided the heaviest rain of the day, so she knew what she was doing when she agreed to come up in the booth. So great to see the award winners, and excellent job by the Canadian side winning that match over the US here to put a bow on the day. Here's the bronze medalist. Show it off. You gotta put that out there. I want everybody to see it.
Yeah, we like to call it rose gold these days. But yeah, this is, what I got for, my work trip in Paris this last summer.
Awesome. This is a cool moment for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I never thought I'd be standing next to you after watching you do what you did. Massive moment in Olympic history, certainly biggest in history of USA Rugby. So well done on that,
Thank
partner.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
What are you thinking about as we've closed out the day here? What's been the most special part or special parts of this day for you to be here?
I think the most special thing for me is getting to watch some of the younger girls that have really been trying for a position on the HSBC World Series. And of course, those selections are coming up soon. But it's been great to see, even though this last game didn't go our way, there's still things that they'll be able to take and learn from that as we go into our camp prepping for Dubai and, even further down the road, LA.
And you and I were talking, obviously, throughout the day, and I asked you how many years you've been in the PR7s, and you told me. And so what do you feel that the future of this series is, and what it is, and what do you think maybe it can be?
Yeah, I think there were great opportunities for the players, not only on the USA teams and the Canada teams, but the PR7s as well. So all those all-stars are really going to be wanting to make next year's team, or if they do again next year, split off into the separate teams. Each event hopefully will just get better and better. The crowd that came out today was incredible. Hopefully next year's event will be in a little bit better weather and we'll see an even bigger crowd.
Well, you are a natural at this, so thanks for being a part of our crew. And we all look forward, those in the rugby world, look forward to seeing you play again soon when you get the next opportunity at that. So that's good stuff. That's going to do it here. You're welcome. Thank you. That's going to do it here from Portland, Oregon, Providence Park here. It'll close it out here, the PR7s. Yeah, we were gone since last August, but came back here today. And a great event, 6 matches in total. USA women, USA men, the Canadian women. 2 all-star sides, and we saw some all-star type plays like that and many others here in this beautiful day of rugby here in Portland. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.